What's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today is another bento box series. These bento box lunches are all keto and low carb. So let's go ahead and get started with Monday. So I'm using this already pre-grilled chicken that I found at Walmart. I thought that this would be super easy. One less step for you guys. You won't actually have to cook or even cut up chicken. And we're making these really easy ranch chicken taquitos. So I went ahead and cut up some spring onions, and then we're gonna go ahead and use this Tessemae habanero ranch, which is really good. It is kind of spicy, so you can totally just get a different ranch and use it. And then I'm using some sliced mozzarella cheese that I'm putting on parchment paper, and we're putting this in the oven for a little bit until it bubbles up. I think there's a recipe down below. I think that I got this from Pinterest, so I will include that down below. So there's the actual instructions for oven temperature and the time and all that. But all I did was put the filling in, and then I quickly rolled these up before they cooled. And Alvin said he really liked this. He said it was very, very delicious, and I think he might have put like some hot sauce on top. Then for a little side, I'm doing some cut up cucumbers, and I'm going to do a sun butter cookie, which was from last week's bento box video. I'll link that up above, but it was a nut-free bento box video. So these are just left over from that. And then I'm adding a little bit of these beef sticks. These I just get from Aldi. I really like them. They have beef and turkey, so I mean, both are very, very good. And then this is a quick and easy lunch for Monday. All of these supplies that I am using are linked down below. This is the bento box, which I really like, but I think our favorite is the Lunchbots. Next up for Tuesday's lunch, I am making another recipe that I found from Pinterest. This is a like cinnamon roll chaffle thing, but this doesn't have any cheese in it. It was made with coconut flour and butter, almond flour, my favorite pure sweetener, and egg, and it actually turned out to be a little thicker than I thought. I think I would next time thin it out. I mean, it cooked okay, it just seemed very dense, but Alvin did say that the flavor was amazing. And then there was this like topping. It was melted butter and pecans and more sweetener. So you put down like the actual batter part, and then you poured this butter part over top, and then you cooked it like that. Like I said, it was kind of like dense, so it did fall apart while I was putting it in there. But I mean, is it really gonna matter in the long run if your cinnamon roll waffle thing is falling apart? You're like just putting it in your mouth. So I'm making a cream cheese and butter frosting for it. Super, super easy. And I just went ahead and put all of that on top. It's like so many extra fats. And then I sprinkled it with cinnamon and some chopped pecans. Of course, since this is breakfast for lunch, I'm doing a little bit of yogurt. This is our favorite Cabot Greek yogurt, which we love, and I'm using the vanilla stevia drops. And then I'm just topping it off with some blueberries, and I hard-boiled some eggs in my Instapot, which is amazing. They come out so great, and it only takes 4 minutes. And so that was Tuesday's lunch. Next up, we have Wednesday's lunch, and for Wednesday, I decided to make a 90-second keto bread, which you guys have seen on my channel before. I actually have a whole recipe video for it, and I will link that up above and down below for you guys. It's super easy. You just put it in the microwave for 90 seconds, and then I just pop it out of this Pyrex dish and cut it in half, and it's totally like a sandwich bun or a roll. We're gonna go ahead and make a roast beef and mozzarella, because that's what I have left over from the other lunch, but it's going to be a sandwich. So I'm not adding any of the, condiments or toppings because you don't want it to get soggy. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the bottom of the lunch box, and then we'll add the condiments in just a separate layer. So I'm doing a pickle, some tomatoes, some red onion, and then I'm going to put together a little bit of mustard and mayonnaise in these little containers that are from Bento. And then I'm just going to do a side of an orange pepper with some habanero ranch. It's the same one we used for Monday. And then on the side, I got these snacks from the Keto Crate unboxing. It's egg white chips and a peanut butter protein bar, and you can watch that unboxing. I have it linked up above for you guys. But that's it for Wednesday. For Thursday, I'm using the leftover of that grilled chicken. We're gonna make another very easy chicken salad, like in a cucumber type of lunch. I don't know what I would call that. But anyway, I chopped up some spring onions, some celery, and then I'm adding some of my homemade mayo, which I do have a recipe for that. It's super, super easy. You just make it with an immersion blender. And then I'm adding Dijon mustard, some salt and pepper. And I peeled this huge cucumber and I took out all of the seeds so that way it kind of made like a boat. And then I did put it in one lunchbox and I decided I didn't like it in that one. It was too small. So I put it in our favorite one, which is the lunchbox, where it's all kind of spread out a little bit. And then I just topped the chicken into there. Then this is also from the new September Keto Crate box, and we tried it and I love it. It is a sun butter hummus, which is great. And I'm pairing it with these flax crackers. I'm just gonna add the bag to the side. I don't want them to get soggy. And then the keto cookies was from the August Keto Crate. I've been loving trying out these new products, and so my unboxings are so fun because I literally taste test and try them all on camera for you guys. And then I'm adding some smoked Gouda cheese, and I decided instead of the beef sticks, I wanted to do a side of strawberries, and then I topped this all off with the everything but the bagel seasoning. This one's actually from Aldi because I used up all of mine from Trader Joe's. And last but not least, but we have Friday's lunch. I am gonna be cooking up this shrimp just on the stove top in a little bit of butter with salt and pepper, and we're going to make a noodle bowl. So I'm just using the zucchini with my little like zoodler, and so all I do is like this makes it into noodles, and I usually cut them in half just so that way they're not super long. And then I'm gonna slice up some peppers. And then we're adding some cilantro and some spring onions. And once the shrimp is done, we can go ahead and add that to the bowl. And then this is pasta zero, or almost like miracle noodles. I went ahead and cooked them in water just in the microwave. And we're going to make a sweet chili sauce for the whole entire bowl. So I will have a recipe linked down below for a keto sweet chili sauce recipe. So that way you guys can make it and you can add it onto this noodle bowl. But this turned out really, really good. You can eat it both cold or warm. My husband ate it cold and he loved it. I actually heated mine up the other day because there were a bunch of leftovers from this, and I really liked it warm. It's almost like, you know how when you have sushi, it's kind of good like at room temp? That's how I feel about this. But I topped it off with some sesame seeds just to give it that extra sesame flavor. But if you love like Asian type dishes, this one you definitely have to make. And then I'm gonna do a side of blueberries and these espresso dark chocolate skinny dipped almonds that I get from the Misfits box, and some of the Lily's white chocolate chips, which are amazing and they taste so good in coffee right now. Then we're doing just the leftover beef sticks and some smoked Gouda cheese. And that was the last meal for the week. I hope that you guys loved this video, and I will see you guys in my next bento box video. Bye everyone.